word of the cake. So I've twisted up the recipe and I've come with a new and awesome red velvet cookie recipe. So stay tuned in and watch the video. Like and share the video. Subscribe and comment down below so that I can know what you want me to do next. So let's get started.
So here I have 190 grams of plain all-purpose flour and 10 grams of wheat flour. You can exclude the wheat flour and use the same amount of all-purpose flour. To this, I'm gonna add 20 grams of cocoa, 1 teaspoon of baking soda and quarter of a teaspoon of salt. So I'll take them all in my sieve. And then shake the sieve to make all the ingredients pass through. Now I'll take my balloon whisk and whisk all the dry ingredients together to blend them perfectly. Now that my dry ingredients are done, I'll set them aside. In a separate bowl, I have 115 grams of salted butter. You can even use unsalted butter instead of this. To this, I'm gonna add 150 grams of brown sugar and 50 grams of castor sugar. Then I'll take my electric beater and beat all the butter and sugars together. You can also use a hand mixer or a stand mixer instead of this. Next, switch to a spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl. Again, return to the beater and beat it all perfectly. You don't want the mixture to be light and fluffy, you just want it to come all together. In a separate smaller bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of natural yogurt. There's a little red food color there. This recipe calls for 1 large egg, but as I'm not using eggs in this recipe, I have 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds mixed with 3 tablespoons of room temperature water, which I'm gonna add to this yogurt. Then I'll take my balloon whisk and whisk everything together. So here I have red food color powder, which I'm gonna add little by little to this mixture until I get the desired consistency of a deep, dark, bloody red. I want the mixture to be a little concentrated because it's gonna get added to different ingredients and the color will get faded. So here goes my second batch of color and I'll whisk it all together again. And until I get a desired consistency of the color I want. Finally, I got the consistency I needed and the color I needed. So in the camera it's not visible to be a dark red, but it is actually a deep dark red. I used about half a tablespoon of red food color powder. We'll bring our butter sugar mixture back. And to this, I'm gonna add my red food color mixture, which I just now made. And then I'll take my beater, switch it on, and beat everything perfectly. Look at the lovely red color which is forming. It's just perfect. Now, I'll switch to a spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl. I'll return back to my beater and beat everything perfectly so that the red color mixes in with all the ingredients. Now that the wet ingredients are ready, I'll bring back my dry ingredients and add it in 3 batches to the wet ones. So here goes the first batch. I'll take my beater and beat it all again. The second batch goes in and gets beaten up again. The mixture is starting to come together. Now use a spatula to scrape down the sides of the bowl and mix it again. And here goes the third and the last batch of dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Take the beater for a final whisk. So here I have 100 grams of chopped white chocolate. There are some chunks in there and some finely chopped. So I'll add it to my dough. You can also use white chocolate chips instead of chocolate, but I prefer to chop the chocolate down and add it to this. You can take the spatula and fold it in, but I like to whisk it in. The dough is a bit sticky to use at the moment, so we're gonna wrap it up in cling film and put it in the fridge for 1 hour to chill. My dough is out of the fridge. It's been an hour. Oh my god, it looks like Christmas. It's so adorable. Hey there! So preheat your microwave to 180 degrees Celsius. You can also use an oven for this. Now let's roll our dough out into balls. Now all I have to do is take a tablespoon of the dough, scrape the excess off with a spatula, then take the dough in my hand, roll it into a ball and place it on a baking tray. Do not flatten the ball out or it will burn in the oven. Then repeat the same process. Take, scrape, remove, roll and put. Continue with the same process. My cookie dough balls are ready to go into the microwave to bake. Remember to keep about an inch space between all of them as they grow when they bake. So let's take them to the microwave. Here we go. Bake them at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. My cookies are out of the oven. They look adorable. Let them cool in the baking tray for 5 minutes. Then, carefully with a spatula, take them out and place them on a wire rack to cool down. They will be super delicate, so be careful with them. The cookies will be soft when you take them out of the oven, but will harden when they cool down.
Please make the cookies yourself and share it with your friends. Like and share the video, subscribe and comment down below on what you want me to do